Hello, we are at 405 Strathford Bay, here with your mom. Yeah, so this is the cul-de-sac. Just like in Thornburn, not a whole lot of parking. You just have your double driveway, and maybe you might be able to fit a couple cars nose into here. But yeah, let's take a look inside. Okay, the front porch, that's actually in really good shape. Everything's super sturdy. The deck in the back too is in good shape for the wood, but we probably might want to refinish some of this. Yeah, I mean, this porch is big enough to have a couple chairs and maybe a small table. Good smoking spot. Okay, they've done a great job with the renovations. This house was for sale 2 years ago for $438, I believe. And they had redone the flooring. So this is wide plank luxury vinyl. They had put in new trim, and I think they repainted or did paint touch-ups throughout, but there's some questionable color choices here, and I'll show you. But yeah, show's really good. It's very bright in here. All the oak, or most of the oak, I should say, has been replaced or painted. So here's the kitchen. The cabinets are original oak. So that was that golden oak look, and they've just went over and painted it. They did white up top and blue's a choice, but that's kind of the in style right now. Bit of a cheap faucet, but it works. Yeah. Cabinets aren't fancy, but they're all functional. But you got all stainless appliances. There's a couple dings in them, but the appliances work. It's got a pantry, which is nice. The other few didn't. I love a pantry. It's nice to keep stuff in there. Okay, they're using this as the dining table. I guess this table you could fit 6, but they kind of have it up against the wall there. It's, you know, the way they have it right now, it's big enough that you can cook and you can have breakfast, and for your needs, I think that works out good. And then for the living room, the way this floor plan is designed is that you would use where this light is, you would use that for the dining room, and then have a very small couch here. Just thinking functionally, if you were to use it like how they intended. But the way they have it here is totally fine. Then they have this hutch right here for their chinaware and extra storage. I don't know if that comes with it or not. I'll have to check. Okay, show you the rest of the main floor. So we got main floor laundry. Past these bifold doors. Shelving up top. Appliances are not matching, but they look good. Actually, I've never, Maytag and Samsung. If you buy this house, I'll bet you money you'll be replacing this within 5 years. Fuck, I hate Samsung. Okay. Here is the second bedroom. It's smaller than what I thought it would be for the dimensions, but I guess they took the wider dimension here and then took the wider dimension there. And it's missing a closet door. But I think it is big enough still to have a queen bed if you put it right where these two are. And then you'd still have space left over for a dresser. You still have a closet with walking space. The windows are huge. It's got dinosaur things stuck on the roof. You might have to take that off and repaint. But yeah, definitely big enough to rent out the room if you want, or you could take the room. Here's the bathroom. It is quite spacious. It's nice. It's bright. It's got a big window. The fan works. Toilet is awkwardly away from the little wall, which I don't know why, but works. Looks good. Faucet's a bit dirty. Looks good. The tub is in excellent shape. It's a jacuzzi tub. It's got some scratches on the bottom, but they're very, very minor. They got a new thermostat. They've advertised here. Okay, master bedroom. Master bedroom is huge. It's a good shape. That's a king bed right there. Big enough for nightstands on each side with some space left over. Good view of your backyard. It's got a huge yard, by the way. And they have all this built-in storage here. Most of it's shelving, and then they have, yeah, you still have your shirt to hang up. Your shower, or closet rod, sorry. Brain was getting all kerfuffled. Yeah, this all feels great. For what it is, they did a good job. It's pretty nice. Looks nice. And then this one is just open. They don't have a door. But yeah, no ensuite for the master bedroom. That's to me, that's a big downfall of this house. For when you're in the 500,000 range, there's almost every other house is going to have that ensuite. To only have 2 bedrooms and only 1 bathroom, it's just an awkward proposition, because the kind of people that would buy a house like this with only 2 bedrooms up, they're going to want that ensuite. Okay, the garage, it's on the smaller end for double garages in Strathmore. Certainly big enough to park a Civic or your mom's Hyundai and tightly squeeze another car like that. You wouldn't have enough space in here for like a toolbox or any sort of workbench or anything. It's not heated, it's not insulated or anything. It's pretty bare bones. There's a man door there that goes to the backyard. And you might be able to put some shelving up there for like tires if you want. I think that'd be the most of the storage you'd have in here. Actually, I don't even know if I saw power in here. If I even saw any, I don't know if there's, yeah, okay, there is power. There's some outlets. If you ever wanted to add outlets, I know an electrician that could do that for you. Might cost you a 6-pack though. Okay, right off the garage door, we have the coat closet. Yeah, and they did the flooring all in the closets. The closets, they're not super mucked up or anything. They got new paint in there too. New trim. Overall, everything looks good. Like all the trim, all the doors, the flooring looks great. I love this flooring myself. It feels good on the floor, or on your feet. And that's it. That's the main floor. This is only about 1,050 square feet above grade. So as we go downstairs, you'll see the basement. It's got 8-foot ceilings, I think. They're tall. So right as you come down the stairs, you get to this, well, they're calling it a bedroom. They're using it as the home gym. It doesn't have a closet, so, and very echoey in here. This would be perfect if you want to throw a squat rack in here. Like I'm just visualizing it with my squat rack at home. You would have plenty of space to have a squat rack right here. Put a big mirror on that wall or a weight bench or whatever. Like it's totally big enough for a squat rack and attachments and then some accessories. Yeah, these windows, they're calling them a bedroom, but I don't think they'll meet egress standards just because of how tall they are off the ground. But I did measure them. I did bring a tape measure. They are 15 inches tall. And here I'll measure the width. I don't remember the width, but they are at least 15 inches tall, which is the minimum dimension for an egress window. Okay, and then your mom made a comment saying there might not be anywhere for you to have a computer room. So I have some ideas here, but I'll show you the rest of the basement. Here's, well, this would be an ideal poker room. This is huge, like more than enough for, if you want to put your computer in that corner, you'd still have enough room for a poker table here. It would be one option. But if you just want to have a games room, this is huge. You'd be able to fit a pool table here if you wanted. Poker table, and maybe even a pool table. might be possible. Okay, this is where the panel is. Yeah, pretty clean. Very nice. They put a little decoration there. I think it's old flooring they glued to a panel, or they took it from the flooring and they just put it on the electrical panel. Right off the games room, we have what they call the bedroom down here. The actual bedroom. This one actually does have a closet. And this is decently sized. Like, that's a queen bed right there. Actually, no, maybe it might be a double. Anyways, you could fit a queen bed there with a nightstand on one side. Then you'd still have decent space. You could put your computer desk there if you want like a small desk. I think it's possible. That'd be another option. Yeah, and this flooring down here is all in excellent shape too. They just, I kind of have an objection of how they installed it. They just, there's just a big line going down, you can see. I like doing in tiers of 3 instead of just alternating each half piece. But anyways, other side of the basement, we have this, what they're using for like a pantry storage area. Now you could keep it as storage, but I was also thinking you could even fit your computer desk there. This is what I would do. I would put my computer right there. Put a small desk there in the corner. Okay, full bathroom in the basement, looks excellent. It's got a corner shower. Looks good. Cover just needs to be glued, siliconed on. Fan works, everything works in here, looks good. Small vanity, I don't think you need much. Okay, the utility room here. Looks super clean. They got I think it's just a mid-efficiency furnace. That's okay. They're a little bit more reliable in my opinion anyways than a high efficiency. They have this like a heavy exterior door with a door stopper, but it's auto closing. I like it. I honestly think this should be standard because it should seal. But I don't know. This is like something you would see at the back door of a 7-Eleven, honestly. But yeah, you have a bit of storage here, or to put a deep freeze. If you don't need storage upon storage, I think it's plenty. Interesting, they didn't cover the trim around this door. You could if you wanted to make this a little spruced up, and then just carpeted stairs is, I don't know why they didn't replace that. But otherwise, this place shows pretty good. Not a whole lot of defects though. But yeah, I'll show you the backyard. It's a big feature. Okay, I was talking about the deck being in good condition earlier. Don't let the look of it fool you. It does look rough. It does look very rough. All the paint's coming off, but it feels very sturdy. It's not squeaky. It's not crickety. The railing is firm. Well, maybe if Sean leans up right there after having too many to drink, he might fall over, but it's better than my deck for sure. I think all you need to do is just sand it, repaint it. Yeah, and it's big enough to have a barbecue and a table and chairs. What I would do if I were to buy this house is I would put a little patio right here. I would probably dig all this up and I'd throw down, and all these rocks are kind of useless and they're not even steady. But I would probably, in kids' playhouse or whatever, I'd probably get rid of that and just put a little patio there. Throw down some pavers. But yeah, this lot is huge. Lots of trees, lots of mulch around the trees and wood chips for a bit easier maintenance. very wet. It just rained a bunch, so. More storage on the side of the house, which would be a little obscured. Lots of room for sheds if you want for more storage. It's got a concrete foundation, no wood foundation here. It's excellent. Yeah, yard's huge. You have enough space back here where if you wanted to take out a section of that fence and put in a gate, you could probably fit an RV back here, 25 feet or so. You might even be able to just fit it without even taking out the flower beds. You could fit it right here. You could put your gazebo structure here. You got plenty of space back here. Okay, and then you have all these trees on the side of the house, which gives you awesome privacy from the park. Not that the park's gonna be all that busy. Yeah, just a lot just keeps on going. And through these trees, you got a couple more flower beds here. There's a park there. Your neighbor has a tree house, basically. Yeah, this is a huge feature, man. That'll always be there. That'll always add value to your house. Family's gonna love that. They don't have to cross the street. They can just leave their house and go over to the park. Come back when dinner's ready. Yeah, a lot more privacy here than Center Street. Big yard. Not a lot of headaches at this house. Move in and enjoy it. The siding all looks good. I like it. Yeah, and then you just have this chain link fence. I don't know if you'd really need to do anything with it. Looks good to me.